everybody. We're just doing some technical difficulties. Hang on one sec. Oh, yeah, scroll up. Cool. Awesome. Well, hi. I'm Miss G here at the South Branch Library in Breckenridge. Miss Sheila is taking a little break today, so I decided to come and read you guys two of my favorite books. Today we're going to be reading The Paper Bag Princess by Robert Munsch and Flight School by Lita Judge. But before we do that, we are going to clap and say hello. So can everybody go ahead and stand up for me? Ready? All right. Excellent camera work by Shane, who's off screen right now. All right, here we go. We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and say hello. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and say hello. We stomp and say hello. We stomp and say hello. With our friends at Storytime, we stomp and say hello. Great job, everybody. Take a big seat. I'm going to try and come closer to you so you can see my books as I read them. There we go. All right, so our first book is called The Paper Bag Princess, and it is by Robert Munsch. It is a classic, and if you have not read this book, get ready. It's awesome. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Uh-oh. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forest and horses' bones. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess! I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am very busy. Come back tomorrow." And he slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Is it too glary? Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait," shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. "It is true." "Oh, excuse me. Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon. And he took a huge, deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath, but this time, nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon. And he jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again!" So the dragon jumped up and flew around the world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and he went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon," and the dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" And the dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over to the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, "Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes, your hair is all tangled, and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess. Well, Ronald, said Elizabeth, your clothes are really pretty, and your hair is very neat, but you look like a real prince, and really you are the worst. And they did not get married after all. The end. I hope you guys liked the paper bag princess. And now, I'm going to back up a tiny bit, and we're going to sing our song for today. So, because I just picked 2 books that I like, there's no real theme other than Miss G's favorite books. So, we're going to do a song that's a follow along with a lot of motions. So, we're going to get our hands ready, because first we're going to clap. It goes like this. Do as I'm doing, follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing, follow, follow me. If I do it high, if I do it low, if I do it fast, or really, really slow. All right? So we're going to do all the motions with me one more time. Here we go. Do as I'm doing, follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing, follow, follow me. If I do it high, if I do it low, if I do it fast, or if I do it slow. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to do it with marching this time. So get your marching arms ready. Here we go. Do as I'm doing, follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing, follow, follow me. If I do it high, if I do it low. All right. Hi, everybody. Hopefully this is working now. Facebook did not like our camera movement, so we're just not going to move the camera anymore. And I'm just going to finish up story time with my second book, because our song was pretty much over anyway. Okay. Let's try again. My second book today is called Flight School, and it is by Lita Judge. I was hatched to fly, said Penguin. When do classes start? But you, dear, are a penguin, teacher replied. Undeniable, said Penguin, but I have the soul of an eagle. Teacher and Flamingo weren't so sure, but they let Penguin stay. Flight practice started immediately. Like this, flop, 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 and up, 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 up. Penguin and the other birds practiced for weeks. At last, all of the birdies were cleared for their first flight. One by one, they took to the wind, and then it was Penguin's turn. Geronimo! Glub, 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 glub. I'm sorry, Birdie, said teacher. Penguins just aren't built to fly. How can this be true, thought Penguin. In my heart, I live on the wind. His classmates fly high above. He knew it was time to go home. Penguin was too hearted to even wave goodbye. His teachers didn't know what to do. Then Flamingo had an idea. Wait! Let's try again. Flip, flap, flip, flip, flap. And up, up, and up. Suddenly, Penguin was soaring above the sea and the clouds. Penguin was right. He did have the soul of an eagle. He just needed a little help with the technical parts. But however he felt inside, he still had the body of a little, round penguin. But Penguin didn't care. He had soared on the wind just as he had done in his dreams. He left flight school a happy little penguin, and it wasn't long before he came back.